Hey guys, my name is Matt. I'm a stylist here at the Carmichael Salon, and we just wanted to jump on here and provide you guys with a quick tutorial for anybody who has purchased an at-home color kit. I'm going to go ahead and apply a basic root color onto my mannequin here to show you guys how that should look. So yeah, I've got my supplies here ready to go, and let's jump in. So first things first, the first thing that I'm going to do is we're going to apply barrier cream to our hairline. What this is going to do is this is going to help prevent the color from staining all around your hairline. I'm sure many of you have seen me do this before. So what you're going to want to do, if you don't have clips available at home, a ponytail, a headband, anything like that will work. You just want to swipe the hair back and away from your face while you go ahead and apply this barrier cream. I'm going to put my gloves on for this step first. So we're going to take a little bit of that barrier cream on our finger. With hair pulled back, you want to focus this right on the skin, right where your hairline is. Down into the temples, and you can even go right on top of the ears as well. So it should look something like that, completely covered, right on the hairline, down to the temples, and up over the ears. If you are going to go ahead and do a full head application at home, if you'd like, you can put a little bit on the back of your neckline as well. This is totally optional. Just so that the entire hairline is coated in. Okay, so now what we're going to do once our barrier cream is on, you're going to go ahead and we want to section the hair off a little bit just to make the application a little bit more easy. You either want to grab a comb, a brush, you can use your hands if you want to, but ideally a comb is going to work best for this. We're going to start by creating a center part right down the middle of the head. So just like that, you can see a nice center part in the middle of the head. And then from there, what we want to do is right about the top of the head at the crown area, we're going to go ahead and section off from ear to ear. So a line down there and a line down there. Basically what we're doing here is we're sectioning the front of the hair away from the back of the head. So we've got this full section right here. This is what we're going to apply our color to first. So what you can do to keep things easy for yourself if you want, take the rest of your hair in the back, put it in a ponytail, clip it away. That way just you're not overwhelmed with how much hair you have at once. Okay, so now we've got our two sections sectioned off like that with the rest of the hair clipped away. And now we are ready to start our application. So in your home color kits, you have two different cups that are going to get mixed together. You've got your color and your developer. They're going to get mixed equally together. You just dump them in a bowl, mix them together with a brush until you've got a nice creamy consistency. No lumps or anything like that. Everything's completely smooth. It should look, your consistency should look something like this. Nice and smooth in the bowl. And so once everything is mixed together and we're ready to apply, we're going to go ahead and pick up some of that product on our brush, and we're going to start by applying right down the center parting of the hairline. Our goal here is to focus the color strictly on the regrowth area. If you've got gray, if you've got any sort of a root line, you should be able to see it from your previous color appointment, how much growth you have. We want to focus that color as much as we can right on the root line, targeting those grays especially, but trying not to drag it too far down the hair. So I'm going to go ahead and start right here, pressing the color into the part line and targeting my regrowth area. We're looking for good saturation here. You don't want to be super skimpy with your color and stretch it out too much. You want to go ahead and really kind of get it in there. You will have plenty of color to cover all of your hair, so don't worry about stretching the color too much. We really want to focus on getting that color in there in like good saturation. So if you can see that, unfortunately my mannequin doesn't have a line of demarcation, so I'm just kind of making one, but you can see how I'm sort of like focusing that color right in the root area, right where the regrowth would be, and it's nice and fully saturated. So that's going to be your very first section. Once you've got that done, going from here, we're going to take 1/4 inch sections down each side of the head, working one side at a time. And I'm going to demonstrate it so you can see it. So you're going to move to the side now. You're going to take a 1/4 inch section, move that hair over to the other side. So now your new root area is exposed, and we're going to go ahead and apply our color to both sides of the section. So the side that's over and the opposite side. By coloring both sides of the section, this is going to ensure that the color is properly saturated all the way through, and you're going to get maximum coverage that way. And so from here, we're going to go on, and we're just going to repeat this process. 1/4 inch sections, applying that color nice and liberally. If you do happen to have the luxury of being stuck at home with somebody, whether it be your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, a roommate, whatever it may be, I'd strongly encourage you to ask them to help you. It's just a whole lot easier, especially if you are going to do your whole head, because the back of the head is just, it's difficult to see on your own. So if you've got a second set of hands in your house, utilize them. So now, as you can see, before I move the hair back, all of my root section on this side is completely saturated, right down to the hairline. That's what you're looking for, right there. Now from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up that hair, flip it back down, return to our center parting, you'll know you're on the center when you split the hair and you've got color on both sides. Get as close to the center parting as you can. And now we're gonna go ahead and continue that process on the other side of the head. This mannequin is actually a good example of somebody who might get both highlights and the root color done at the same time. This mannequin does have some old pre-existing highlights in here. So this is a great example. If you are somebody who does have highlights in your hair and you don't want to completely cover them, it's really going to be important for you to just go ahead and target that root area like I'm doing over here by not dragging the color up too far, because that is going to go ahead and dull your highlights and make them a lot darker. So again, if you are somebody who has pre-existing highlights in your hair and you don't want to get rid of them, it's going to be important to just focus that color right on the root area. We're going to come back to center here. Okay, so there's your application for the whole front of the head. Now, if you were going to go ahead and do your whole head, now would be the time to go ahead and go on to the back. I'm not going to paint the entire back, but I'll kind of show you what to do here. You could go ahead and you want to make sure that where the hair has split from front to back is covered. You're going to do this regardless if you're doing the front or the back. This is where it comes in handy to have a second set of hands, if you do have them available. So go ahead and make sure all of that's covered. If you're going to stop here, you can stop here. But if you are going to move on to the rest of the head, I'm going to give you two options. You can either slice, continue all the way down from that middle part, divide the back of the hair into two sections. The easiest way to go about this now would be to take sections from the top, like this, working to the bottom. So color your roots, take a section, all the way till you get down to the neckline, and then you're gonna go back, pull this hair back, and repeat on the other side. So if you're gonna do the whole head, that's gonna be your sectioning there. We're gonna stop here. So now that your root color is all on, what we're gonna do, this is important, we're gonna go back and we're gonna now move the hair away from the face so it's not resting on our forehead or on our temples or on our ears or anything like that. We wanna keep it as neat as possible. Keep all the hair brushed back away from the face. And before we go ahead and let the color process, I always recommend grabbing a little bit more color on your brush and going in and just re-tapping that whole hairline with a little more color. All this is going to do is it's just going to ensure good saturation, especially on the hairline, targeting those grays, making sure everything is properly covered. So just a little bead of color on your brush and go in and tap that right into your hairline. And if you can see from there now, the hairline is completely saturated. Once you've got that all colored, in your kit, you're going to receive a string of cotton. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our cotton and you can kind of cut it down to size as you need it. We're going to go ahead and lay that cotton right on the barrier cream that we applied to the hairline. I don't want to lay it on top of the hair that I've colored right there. I want to more lay it on the forehead, right underneath. And because you've got that barrier cream on, it's going to help the cotton to stick. And what you can do is you can go ahead and wrap it, tuck it behind your ear if you'd like. So you can see my hairline, the cotton's not completely stuck to the color, it's more stuck to the forehead. Basically, the purpose of the cotton is going to act as a barrier when you go ahead and put your processing cap on. It's going to prevent you from getting a lot of redness and irritation from the cap. That's all that is. So, yep, go ahead and press your cotton right into the hair, on the forehead, right onto where that barrier cream is. Hair is pushed back, and now we're going to go ahead and apply a processing cap. I don't have one with me, but you'll have one in your kit. Go ahead and put your processing cap on, all your hair underneath, and you're gonna go ahead and process your color for 40 minutes. Just to answer a couple of quick questions that we probably will get, what will happen if I leave the color on longer than 40 minutes? Can something bad happen? The answer is no. Color basically stops processing at the 40-minute mark. It's done. The chemicals stop developing. You can't over-process your hair per se with just regular color like this. The only thing that can happen is if you are working with darker shades, if you do leave it on too long, it can over-deposit a little bit and get a little bit darker. But you're not going to damage your hair or anything if it's on for longer than 40 minutes. But that being said, set a timer on your cell phone, 40 minutes, and after that, you should be good. And then the process after that, after your 40 minutes is done, you're going to remove your cap. You're going to take your cotton off. It should come off in kind of one swoop. You're going to have some pieces left over. Get as much cotton off as you can. You're going to jump in the shower and you're going to wash your hair at this point. 2 shampoos with color safe shampoo. We have lots available through our website, Kai Michael Salon website. We've got all of our shampoos available. If you do not have a color safe shampoo, I highly recommend you use one. What it's going to do is it's going to pull all of the residual color off the hair, but it's going to help to really kind of like lock in the color that you just did. Give you lots of shine, all of that good stuff. 2 shampoos, remove all of the color, go ahead and condition your hair, rinse, and then blow dry and style as you want to. You can curl, do whatever you'd like, and yeah, you're good to go. So I hope that this tutorial is going to help everybody out there who is purchasing at-home color kits and doing their hair at home. It's a crazy time. We wish that we could be there for you to do your color for you, obviously, but hopefully this gives you a little refresh while everybody's stuck in the house. Yeah, so I think on behalf of myself and the whole Kai Michael Salon staff, we just want to say thank you to all of our clients. We appreciate you. We miss you. We can't wait to be back in the salon doing your hair. Any questions you may have, do not hesitate to reach out to any of us, whether it's social media, email, phone call, whatever you've got to do. We're here for you, and we appreciate you. Thanks, guys.